Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. In this video I'm going to be covering Cul Borson. Now, he made his first modern appearance in Fear Itself, issue number 1, that was released in June of 2011. He's also known as the long prophesied Midgard Serpent, which he can in his maximum power state transform into, as massive as it is. But in his humanoid form, he's most often portrayed as being about 6 feet 2 inches tall, having pure white eyes and long black hair. Now, Cul is the ancient Asgardian god of fear, being the hybrid offspring of the Asgardian Bor Burison and the frost giantess named Besla, which also makes him the oldest sibling of the gods Odin, Vili, and Vili. Due to his powerful bloodline, he has many abilities that are far greater than even that of his fellow Asgardians. He has vast superhuman strength, being able to lift well over 100 tons naturally, which can further be augmented by absorbing the fear of those around him. It has to be noted that he's broken Captain America's quote-unquote unbreakable shield with his bare hands. Cul also possesses significant superhuman speed, agility, and stamina, not to mention vast superhuman durability. Although if you were to harm him, he does have an advanced healing factor, even being able to regenerate missing limbs and organs. His Asgardian genetics also give him an extended lifespan, being thousands upon thousands of years old, as well as being able to manipulate magical forces. But unlike the average Asgardian, he has vast amounts of control over magical energies, being able to transform himself into a giant serpent, teleport himself and others to other places, resurrect his deceased servants, and use powerful energy projections as an offensive weapon. As I said before, all of these abilities increase exponentially the more he consumes the fear of those around him. But conversely, if those around him don't fear him, or if he himself experiences fear, it's shown to decrease his power. Now, one day when Cul was young, many millennia ago, he was attacked by giants on Earth, which was known as Aesheim at the time, and was thrown off of a tall cliff. This vicious attack left him with most of his bones shattered and being near death. But over the course of many hours, he was barely able to crawl to the camp of the giants, who were then sleeping. There he quenched his thirst and rejuvenated himself by sucking all the blood of all the giants except for one of them. He left a cryptic message in blood for this one giant to read, which stated, and I quote, "Gods do not live in the sky, we live on earth, and you do so at our pleasure," end quote. The fear that this savagery would elicit would start the beginning of the god of fear. Cul would return to Asgard and grow older, and after his father Bor died, he would take the throne of Asgard, being the oldest son, yet he promised to keep his brothers Odin, Vili, and Vili as his counsel. But time would prove this to not be so, because Cul would end up making his worthy his closest aides, using them and his Draumar army to spread fear all over the 9 realms, despite his brothers not approving. Hundreds of years would go by, with Cul ruling over Aesheim in fear. That is, until his brothers took up arms to stop his tyrannical reign. Odin would lead the charge against Cul's army and make it all the way to Cul's citadel chamber. This show of resistance and might is something that Cul had never seen before, and it elicited a sensation that he had never felt: fear. And although Odin couldn't kill his brother due to the ancient rules, he defeated him and imprisoned him deep within the Marianas Trenches of the bottom of the ocean. Odin would then rename Aesheim Midgard, and would go about to wipe out the memory and fear of the serpent so as not to empower his brother. But this wouldn't be the end of Cul, because many thousands of years later, he was freed from this prison by his daughter, who had possessed the daughter of Red Skull, named Sin Smit, after she had found and taken the hammer of Skadi. Cul would then help Sin prepare her forces and call forth the hammers of his worthy to once again spread fear across the planet. The hammers of the worthy would find suitable hosts, and Cul would get stronger and stronger, using his immense and growing magical powers to actually transform a part of Antarctica into what's called Dark Asgard, which was his own little evil realm. All of this activity naturally got the attention of Thor and the Avengers. Thor would initially have a hard time fighting against 2 of the worthy, specifically the possessed Hulk, who was then going by the name Null, Breaker of Worlds, and the possessed thing, who was going by Angrir, breaker of wills. But Thor would ultimately overcome, heal, and then catch up to his fellow Avengers in their battle against Cul and his dark Asgard forces. This time Thor would actually fulfill Ragnarok prophecy and take out his uncle the Great Serpent with the Odinsword. But he himself would also die in the process. Later on, Cul would be reborn alongside Odin with magical intervention from Loki. Cul was now apologetic of his past misgivings, and Odin actually pardoned him, giving him the benefit of the doubt of being a reformed individual, and giving him the status of being the royal Inquisitor and the Minister of Justice. From this point forward, he would prove to be a powerful and loyal ally to Odin and all of Asgard. Now, due to his powers and abilities, and mainly his influence on the Marvel Universe, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give Cul Borson a rating of 10, which is a legendary rating. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe to The New Sage.